Welcome back, welcome back. It's fucking hot. What's going on, man? It's crazy how in the winter everybody complains about how cold it is. Then in the summer we complain about how hot it is. Thank God for inventions and cold water, right? Anyway, what I want to talk about today is I want to give a shout out to the single guys. Because the world really tries to make us feel like really bad. They give all these statistics and stupid shit about how depression is the leading cause of single men in depression. Right? Think about it. Really think about it. And then to make you feel bad because like you want a wife or you want a girl, or you just want somebody to fuck around with because that's just normal. It doesn't matter. You know? So they make you feel bad about that. And then they try to make us feel bad. Jesus Christ. They try to make us feel bad because you know you don't make a lot of money or something. And you know, all these things I realize now lead to more problems and suffering. Alright, perfect example. Perfect example is, you know, everybody thinks making more money is just automatic problem solving, and it's really not for the wolves. And it's really not. Give me a second. For the wolves. See, ladies, when you're older, she's older, and you work out, you can still maintain your womanly figure. Oh man, I ain't even gotta go. Forgot to smoke that cigarette already. Anyway. Think about majority of people that are stressed out really right now. If you have kids and a family, you're going to be stressed out right now because bills and crime and fucking all this other shit every other day on the news, on YouTube, no matter where you go. There you are, you know? And like I said, I've been studying the art of being alone and learning the story of Job the hard way. And as I began to learn these things, read these stories, like I forget the samurai guy's name. I constantly teach all his information. And I didn't even know I was doing that because, you know, knowledge is passed on. So you get it from somebody, you hear a story or whatever, and then you're like, wow, I like that philosophy. I like that way of thinking. I like that. I'm going to live that shit and see what it's about. And then I can teach it. So, you know, learning off that samurai and learning off Job's story, learning off James the Just story, learning off all these stories of heroes and things that are not real to things that are real, you know? The single man's life is really the most free. You know what I mean? You get to choose every day what you're gonna do. If you want to be fucking happy today, you could just go out and do it. You know how many fucking people have kids, they want to just go out and be happy? They can't do it because they have kids. They have to make sure their kids are right, you know? They gotta pay a babysitter. They gotta da-da-da. They always gotta, because of someone else, they can't just get up and go. They can't see the beauty in life that, you know, they've given up to possess and take the responsibility of being a parent. And it's a beautiful experience. It's a double-edged sword. They get the greatness of, you know, having a kid and the legacy shit or whatever you want to call it, because everybody swear this kid's thing's a legacy. And I'm like, yo, what's your legacy really? Another worker? Fuck out of here. And, you know, even myself, I felt bad for these things for a long time not having these things. And then I always look back on my journey, and because of listening to the certain inspirational things or the Bible, like I said, these many stories that say just get the fuck up and try things. Go after your glory. Don't matter if you fail. Why? Because you lived life. Life's not about winning and failing all the time. Especially, like, I didn't get that shit until I really woke up into this world and was like, yo, everybody's chasing a win and not even really living life, and then never get the win. And then some people think they won by doing certain things, and then they wake up and be like, wait up, I don't know, oh man, you hear this all the time. I love my kid, but I don't mean to laugh at y'all parents, but I ain't never heard not one of y'all niggas say that shit. Unless, you know, you planned it. Those people, they don't really regret it. But they also, you know, at times wish they didn't have a kid for a certain moment, because, you know, even if they planned it, your kid's still free. So if he turns out to be a fucking jackass or a arty, sound the horns, then you're not going to be so proud. Sound the horns. Daddy's in the building. Give me a minute. Oh, that AC feels good. I'm out. All that shit. Just those little things. Like, even if you're not going out, like me, I'm a man that I've been a lot of places, you know what I'm saying? But I never went out in all those places due to how big the cities were and not having a car, or you know, just things. Living life. Like, I remember when I moved to Pennsylvania and I was finally free for the first time. Yeah, I'm just gonna walk home, fuck it. And I was finally free for the first time, and I was on my, I'll call it, you know, when drug syndromes and shit, what the fuck is that shit called? Yo, I don't know, withdrawal, yeah, there it is. When I was going through my withdrawal of relationships and realizing I ain't never been alone, and all I've ever experienced was the trying to latch on to motherfuckers, trying to have my family, trying to keep my friends. All that shit kept falling apart because I kept wanting to go the way I wanted to go and be the one person I am. And, you know, when they don't, you don't have to agree to that, and I don't have to stay there and be your fucking lackey. So, I just remember getting over it and having to literally counsel myself and talk to myself many nights like, bro, I'm never gonna get over that. I'm always gonna want to be in love. I'm always gonna, like, why do I care about other people more than my fucking self? Why do I think about this girl and all these things, even though you fucked this shit up and ended it in a way where you made sure the shit ain't never going back, dog? It can never go back to the way it was. Even if y'all got back together, it would take a miracle for y'all to forgive each other because all the shit y'all been through, you know? So, learning to be alone took a while. And then, just not being a man in a relationship and starting to be a single man, that was a transition because, like I say, when you always wifed up and you're not a fucking corny ass dude, you're actually, you know, you got some type of swag. You're not just the guy that landed a girl because of whatever the case may be, right? And you actually got some tricks, you know, you got something. You're not just a fucking lucky guy that knew a girl his whole life and she don't know the world, so she dates you, and then when she gets in the world, she fucking leaves you for the wolves. And, you know, I remember getting out there, getting into my little wildness, and starting to realize, like, yo, bro, you're not no regular ass nigga, you're not no ugly ass nigga, like, let's get out here and get it. And then I started to remember all my what I went up there for, like, to find myself and to create GMB. I didn't know what it was gonna be called yet, but, you know, that was the whole point of going up there. Start over. Do what the fuck you always wanted to do, what you always been trying to do. People are so scared to be themselves because you fail at it. Sometimes you just ain't in the right place with the right people. Sometimes you're the only one, so fucking what? Be the only motherfucker that's on there. Stand on that shit. That's what people don't like about me, I realize, because I stand on whatever I say. And until I'm proven wrong. If I ain't proven wrong, fuck out of here, man. You're going to have to prove me wrong, and then I'll stand with you. Until then, you know, because I try to stand on the truth. Anyway, I just remember being up there, then activating myself, you know, what these people now, everybody calls the glow up. Just doing shit like that in high school. Anyway, just remember going through a lot of things, finding myself and realizing having multiple women is fucking stupid. Even if you're not lying to them, you know? Because I went in on the real good guy shit where I'm going to do whatever I want and I know how to get them. And that's why women, you don't realize dudes really do have y'all figured out. Like, this is why you get pumped and dumped, because one of y'all break our fucking hearts, and then you create Anakin Skywalker, and then something else happens, and then that furthers him away from the light, and then he says, you know what? I'm just gonna destroy every woman. There's no point in trying to be with them. Girls just want to have fun. So I'm not trying to purposely destroy them. No, I'm going in, I'm gonna put this swag on, I'm gonna put the dark clothes on and the yo-yo-yoing, and then I'm gonna go have fun like all these other motherfuckers is doing. Ain't that what's real life? Y'all don't realize y'all make that shit happen to yourselves. Y'all create, you create us. All y'all create us, and it's usually the same shit. Y'all leave us for an older dude. The older drug dealer with more money in the car. The older nigga with a job and a fucking da-da-da-da, all that, you know? And that's what made me always realize, when you're young, you're finished, you know what I mean? Don't waste your time on love. Fall in love if you can, you know what I mean? But never put in your head, this is gonna be the only person I may be with forever. Because when you start counting on that shit and it don't happen, it breaks your fucking mind up. Makes you not want to trust other people. Makes you start questioning, like, is anybody even gonna try to really do what I'm doing, you know? And there are. We just don't live in that world where it's like traditional and all that other shit. And since everybody wanted to go this new way and let women and men just do whatever the fuck they want, nobody wrote a guideline, a manual. So a manual has to come and show you niggas, this is how we gonna do it now. This is how we do this, son. And I'm not Jay-Z. Period. You know? And a lot of people ain't with that. That's what I'm trying to do. Not saying I'm Emmanuel or anybody special. I just understand what the Bible was saying. When the people are when the bad guys have their time, they're gonna do whatever it takes to make sure their time lasts as long as it's possible. So, you know, if being good and eating good is the fucking thing that makes everything change, well, I'm gonna make it hard for you to be good. Thus, you know, a fucking bag of chips is a fucking $1, but a celery stick is like $8, you know? Get it? Bread's like, you get it? Get it? And then who's that stop from trying to be holy, Not even being scriptural or no, I believe in God. No, I just want to be healthy. Who's that stop? Does it stop all the middle class? Nope. Does it stop the rich class? Nope. It only stops the majority of everyone else. I wonder why. Anyway, let me get off that for this video. Don't go out. But take not pride in your singleness. Find happiness in your singleness, because being with people is a good thing. But we're not in that time where like most relationships are actually good, because you know we're all, not just women, we're all so far away from actually seeing people do it, because you know seeing is believing, and you don't need to know or have a doctor or a fucking book or nothing. All you need to do to have a good relationship is watch motherfuckers that have good relationships, and then model yourself after them. Talk to these people and be like, do you argue? Do you do? And when you find out most of the people that stay together the most, they don't even like each other. They love each other. See, the difference in liking each other and loving each other is we are trained to like each other a lot. You gotta keep making me like her. The old school people loved each other. Why? Because they handled the fucking responsibility thing first. And then once you handle the responsibilities, you know, like, damn, why my battery had to die, bro. I was about to kill that one. Like, yo, please don't get it, like.